everyone, my name is Kara, and in this video I'll be cutting my hair because it's already long and it's super dry at the end. So I'm actually watching Mondo. He's a professional hairdresser through YouTube, of course. Here. And I'll be following the steps that he will be saying on this video so that I'll be able to cut my hair properly without ruining it. So let's start.
Hello, beautiful. How are we feeling today? We're good? We're hanging in there.
Yeah, we're good.
Positive. We're gonna live our best lives during this time, and we're gonna learn some stuff about hair. Yes! Today, you're gonna learn how to cut your own hair at home properly. Let me just tell you, this video has been requested for such a long time from all of you. My channel is about going to a professional whenever you can. However, based on the
always
current
watch
circumstances
Mondo.
of the world that we live in, you probably
Mondo's
cannot
reaction
leave your house
to
or go to a hairdresser
people
because no salons
coloring
are open
their
right now.
hair,
I have created a very simple
cutting their own
guide
hair.
to follow when doing your at-home haircuts, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I know half of you are going to do it anyways, and I'd rather you do it well than botch your hair and have to live with it for
Botch
many
your
months
hair.
until it grows out. I also want to make it clear that this cannot replace a hairstylist. Doing your own haircut is just never going to be that great. Now, what a hairstylist is going to do is really mold that haircut to your face shape and to your lifestyle and to just who you are. So this is the absolute basics of haircutting, and this is not how a hairdresser cuts hair. This is sort of a one-size-fits-all haircut. It's slightly customizable, but it's a very general way of cutting hair. This is not the techniques we use. They're a lot different and a lot more perfect. This is the basics. And with all of those warnings out of the way, let's get it started. First of all, you're going to need some tools in order to cut your hair at home. What you're going to need is maybe a couple of clips. That would be nice.
Clips?
Any kind of clip.
Any kind of clip? Any kind of clip? Can I use this? It's clip. No. I have this. I have a lot of clips. Can I use this?
They don't need to be like this, but just clips in general will be good. Some shears, some scissors. I would recommend buying some hairdresser scissors.
I don't have a
expensive.
hairdresser
You can get
scissor.
cheap ones, but at
I'll
least
use
they
this
have the ability
instead.
to cut hair. Using office scissors or kitchen scissors, it's not going to do it as good
I'm
of a
sorry.
job as this is going to do, and it's going to kind of up your ends if you try to do that. Luckily, you can go on Amazon and order something. It might take a couple weeks to get to you at this point, but you'll get it.
Then
You also
maybe
need a
next time I'll
comb
buy.
and some hair ties. These are just like the tiny little ones. You're gonna need 4 of them. You can do big ones,
4?
you can do small ones, whatever you want to do. Just
I
a
only
hair
have
tie in
one.
general will work just fine. And a brush would be great
get
in general. You
another
definitely
one.
should have one of these. Here is everything you need.
Another
Let's bring in
3
my client
more.
for today.
I'll get another
Can you
3
guess
more.
who it is?
I hope
She's
so. I can
extra
find.
really special. Miss Minnie Quinn, come on in, girl. Come on in. Hi, beautiful. How are you today? Boop. Cutting. So having perfectly straight hair is going to be very important for today's job. Okay, so make sure everything in the back is all straight. All those little pieces underneath, all the front pieces are completely straight. And one other thing before we really start, if you have curly hair, this isn't for you. If you wear it curly and natural all the time, you're not going to want to straighten it and then cut it. Because you wear your hair in the
I don't
natural
have a
state all
curly
the
hair.
time, you should really be cutting it to the shape as how you wear it. So a curly
Super
haircut
straight.
is going to be a lot different than what I'm doing today, and maybe this isn't exactly for you. But if you wear it blow dried and straight all the time, then this is for you. You can also use this. Now that we have that all done, we have our hair blow dried, straightened, bone straight. Take your time with that, ladies, or gents, or anything in between. Let's get into the technical stuff. We're gonna start off by doing our 4 sections. We're using 4 sections, not 2.
Okay.
That's right. I see a
4 sections, so I really need some ties. I'll come back.
the front,
back,
cut it
and
there.
I
When you
only
go to
found
the back,
3.
you're gonna get a lot of overhanging length, and it's gonna look kind of like a V, but like not a very cute V. That's kind of dated, that whole V look. It's not my cup of tea, it's not my style, so we're not doing that today. So we're gonna part our hair just like how we would part it normally. So if you part to the side, part to the side. If you part to the middle, part to the middle.
Already parted.
now that we have our part in the middle all set, you want to bring it all the way down to the back. Okay, so we have it parted like this, all the way down the back. Now that we have that, we're gonna then section out each of those slices into 2 more sections. So we're gonna go to the top of the head, and you're gonna lay your comb on there, and you're gonna find where the apex is. That's the high point of your head, the tallest part. And I'm gonna take the comb from that apex and go right behind her ear all the way down. Right there, right behind her ear. And those are our 2 sections on this side, and then you're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. So for now, I'm just gonna throw a couple of clips in the back to keep them separated. Okay, done with step 1. Please make sure your hair is all brushed out or combed out. And let's start off with this front left section. You're gonna kind of want to see how your hair falls and be like, look in the mirror and figure out where you want your hair to land. If it's like right here, just mark it with your fingers and remember that spot. We're gonna take one of our elastics, we're gonna comb it together in our hands, and we're gonna make a little ponytail right where we want our hair cut. Make sure you're not directing the hair forward like this, okay? You want it to be right on the shoulder. So if your shoulders were there, it'd be like this. She don't have no shoulders. She's like, I don't need...
Okay, so I'm gonna part my hair first. Oops. And then I'll go to the washroom. So I can cut my hair there. Okay. Is it enough? What? Oh, okay. So this one's thin. What? Why so thin? Huh? It's so thin. It's not even. There's some more. Okay. Okay. You guys, my hair is so thin. Okay. It's not even. I'll add some more here. There you go. Okay, now I'll go to the washroom and cut my hair there, so I will not make my room dirty. Let's go. Okay, so now that we are in the washroom, I'll start cutting my hair. But let's continue watching Brad Mondo first.
And remember that spot. We're gonna take one of our elastics, we're gonna comb it together in our hands, and we're gonna make a little ponytail right where we want our hair cut. Make sure you're not directing the hair forward like this, okay? You want it to be right on the shoulder. So if your shoulders were there, it'd be like this. She don't have no shoulders. She's like, I don't need shoulders. And I'm like, okay. And right about here, I'm going to put my elastic in. All right, you can put it up high and then you can kind of drag it down. But make sure when you're putting it in, you're not lifting this section up or down. All right, you're not going like this. You're going like this, exactly how it should lay. Make sure to keep tension on that hair at all times. So now that we have that in there, to the best of our abilities, we're gonna take this and just bring it down. If you need to, you can just drag this down a little bit to exactly where you want to cut it. So let's do like that much hair. And it should lay nice and flat. Now that we have our front section done like that, let's move on to the back. It would be nice if you had a friend there to help, or a mother, or a father, or anything. Just anybody, a dog, I don't know. So you're gonna be sitting like this. You need to comb out your hair down the back. Put the tie in back here. You're not bringing it forward, you're not bringing it to the side. You're just gonna lay it down your back, all right? You see how I'm not directing it forward or back? It's just straight down. And if you have a lot of hair, you can do more than 4 sections. That's totally fine. I'm gonna do just 4 sections to keep it simple today. And we're just gonna bring that down, slide it down to meet the other one. If you don't have anybody to help you and you can't see the back of your head, you can comb it flat, take your hand, keep that tension on it just the way it's laying right now, and then follow it forward and put the tie on, and don't lose that tension, because we want it to always lay flat in the back. So if it's going like this when you put it back, that's not right. It needs to lay perfectly flat. So we're gonna repeat those 2 steps on the other side, and I'll see you in a second.
I'm just gonna do this first because I don't have another hair
So what you can also
band.
do now is just put the comb across and just check if everything is straight. And in the front, don't worry if you have pieces coming off. That's totally fine. Those are just your layers. That's just space framing you have going on there. It's okay if some strands are coming out. We just want your length, okay? We're just dealing with the length right now. And we can put this comb in between and just make sure it is all straight. Now, on to the fun part. We're gonna start cutting our hair. Are you scared yet? But you shouldn't be, because you're in good hands with me, okay? I'm gonna be doing this a lot, where I have my scissors and my comb in the same hand. You can do it if you'd like. This is how it should look. Totally understand if you don't want to do it. It's kind of hard. Take it away, just leave the comb down, pick it up when you need it, and comb it. You may have more sections than this. You may have like 6. That's totally fine too. We can actually just lift it up now. At this point, it doesn't really matter where we lift it to, because our section is still pulled really tight into where it's supposed to go. We are gonna point cut. Now, point cutting is when you go up instead of across, or down, but instead of across. We're not going across. None of this. What horizontal cutting is going to do is give you a very sharp line. We're looking for a nice blended effect. If you're trying to do a very blunt haircut yourself at home, girl, just stop trying. It's not going to happen. It's not. You need somebody to do your hair in order to get a very perfect blunt haircut. We're going to do a little bit more of a feathered look, but it's still going to be very straight across. We're going to take that section and we're going to start point cutting. You can also point cut downward, upwards like this, or downwards like this. Okay? Doesn't matter. It's the same either way. I'm gonna go like this because it's more natural for me, but I'm just gonna start cutting that hair. Just taking a little off at a time.
Ah, that's fine.
There's our first cut. Congratulations! Alright, and we can point cut down on this and take some of the bulk out. Woo! First cut down, first cut down. Alright, let's do the back section now, the same exact way. So we're gonna lift it up.
I'm gonna pause that. I was able to cut my hair already. And it's hard because I'm using this. So it's not even. What? It's not even. Down. It's not even. Whatever. I'm gonna tie this one first. Okay. Let's move it down. There. And this one. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this first. It's not even though. This one. Can I do it again? Ay. What? Just this part. Next. It's not even, I'm sorry, Brad Mondo. I don't have, I'm just, whatever, you know. Okay, let's see. What? I have short hair now. Shorter, but still long. Okay, what's next? Sorry, Brad.
You can cut it just like this. Just don't pull the elastic. We're gonna just start cutting this. Be careful with your hands.
Oh, he hasn't removed the elastics yet.
Beautiful. That
You
looks
already
really
have.
good. Let's do the other side the same exact way as we just did on this side. Alright, and our last and final section. Woo! Look at these
I got
hands.
my hair.
The reason why it's good to have real hair cutting scissors is because it's going to be really hard to cut through this thing.
Yeah, exactly. I know, I'm sorry, I don't have.
So I'm really going into that bulk and just getting rid of it. That'll make a nice effect when we let down the hair after. We did our first cut. That was so fun. Now that we have all that done, we're going to let these sections out and hopefully everything is perfectly even.
It's not even. I'm sorry, Brad.
Let's let the next section out, and we're gonna comb that out.
Wow.
It's actually coming out better than I expected. The last piece. And that is the first step. I literally, guys, have
That's the
not
first
done
step.
anything off camera to perfect this at all. All I've done is exactly what you've seen, and that's the result. There's no V in the back. There's nothing weird happening. It's perfectly rounded. Now we're gonna make
Sorry,
it better. Our next step, this does tend to get a bit long because of the over direction we had over here. So we're
I
gonna
don't
correct
think it
that
is.
now. We're gonna section off just a bit. We're gonna comb the hair in front of our face. Hopefully you can kind of see through your hair. This might be a little difficult.
How?
We're gonna take our scissors, and you see that slight bend happening in the front? It kind of goes down a little bit because of the over direction we had on the shoulders. So we're gonna correct that. We're just gonna point cut across, and we're just gonna get rid of that little tiny ledge.
You can't see though.
Alright, and now it's gone.
You can't
So now
see.
we're pretty much straight across up here. Looks amazing. Now, this might be a good place for some of you to stop. If you have fine hair, or you like your ends just feeling really thick with no layering,
You can't
can
see.
totally stop here. Alright, this looks great. I'm happy with this. If you want to get a little more style, if you want to do a little more, we can keep going. Alright, so we're going to bring the hair back into those 4 sections once again.
Once again, it's so not
We're going
even.
to use those 4 hair ties once more. We're going to take our brush this time, or a comb. You can still use
But
a
I
comb,
like it.
but I prefer a brush for this. Alright, so now we're going to take the hair and bring it all to the top of our head like this. And make sure it's all nicely brushed out. Super important that there's no tangles, everything is very smooth. And we're going to take our finger and go through about 1.5 inches up, or 1 inch up, just like halfway through that ponytail, and let that down. And the rest of it, we're going to bring up to the top, put the elastic in while holding that tension just like this. So I just put the elastic right there. I'm not going to cut it right there. Once it's tied tight, let it down very lightly. Leave it like that. So what we're doing here is we're going to add layering. Now we're going to do the same thing on the back. We're going to lift it up to the apex. We're going to let down half of that hair. Keep it up high while you're putting the elastic in, and let it down. It's gonna look very weird, but it's all good. It's exactly what we want. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Okay, let me do the other side later.
Okay, now do not move the elastics at this point. That's very important. Let's turn her back around. Get her back up here. All right, girl, you're back. You're back. We're gonna do the same thing. Point cutting, all right? Bring your fingers to the bottom. Hold it like this, and you're just gonna take off that high point. So it's a little bit like bing, bing, bing. Just get rid of that. We don't need that. And don't make this perfect. Don't cut it straight across. Please don't do that. Make it very, very feathered. And don't take off too much. Like 1 inch is probably good. If you want a lot of layering, you can go for it. I wouldn't because I recommend it. Not at home, at least. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. So it's a little more straight across, but still kind of frayed. And keep doing that on every single section, and make sure you do the same amount on each side. So if you took 1 inch off that side, take another inch off this side. And don't.
Okay. Can I do it on the bottom part as well? This part. Add it. don't know what I'm doing. It's the same, nothing happened. Okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore. What I'm gonna do is oh, but it looks nice, huh? Compared here. I'm gonna do it. Wait. Let's do the other side. That should be enough, right? I like it. I know it's not even like how Brad Mondo did it, but I like it. I like it. I really like it. Alright, so this is the outcome of cutting my own hair. As you can see, it's not really that even, but it's totally fine considering that this is the first time I cut my own hair. And the dry ends, the dry part is not there anymore. My hair looks really healthy, so I really love it. So thank you, Brad Mondo, for the tutorial of cutting my own hair. I really love it. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. So don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button below. And again, thank you for watching. Bye!